this, live broadcast, and I'm very happy to host you. And I wanted to share my 2 cents about, the Kubala tribe that is living in Jedburgh in Scotland. This tribe, and it's I've been reading a lot of, I've been story, and I also want to share what I think, from my own, take. First, I think that it is really unfair to mistreat, those because they have decided to live in the forest for purposes of, every human being is entitled to, to somewhere to stay. They're entitled to eat. They're entitled to, prosper. And if you ask me, because the Council of Jedburgh is looking, from a land issue, they are saying that this kingdom of Kubala is encroaching their property, which begs the question, is it an issue, or is this an issue of human rights? From my perspective, I will not look at it from an issue, because that it's a legal issue. But also remember that the UK is a signatory to some of the human rights. It's a question of human rights. If you look at, from my perspective, it's a question of human rights. These people have the right, but of course the Council of Jedburgh, they're looking at it like these people are there to, to cause disturbances. But I don't think it's a disturbance. They have not stolen from anybody. They have not broken the law. If you look at it from a question of a legal point of view, they have not broken any law. People who have decided to live in the forest, contrary to the hopes and aspiration of other people, they have not, whatever they have done is not, against the rights of other people. So for these Africans who have decided to live in the forest in Jedburgh, if you ask me, it's okay for them to live there. In fact, they have not disturbed anyone. They have not disturbed anyone. They have not stolen anyone. Their only offense is that they decided to form a kingdom in the United Kingdom. So let's ask the question, is their kingdom causing a threat to King Charles? No, it's not causing any problem to King Charles. King Charles will remain the King of England, of Scotland, and the King of Wales. So these people who have decided to live in a forest in Jedburgh in Scotland, they have not offended anyone. So when I've seen, them being evicted on very flimsy excuses, I don't think that is right. These people are also, they're humans, and they are supposed to be taken care of. Because I think somebody should read for them their human rights. The Edinburgh, these people first, number one, they are entitled to legal representation. Just because they are in a foreign country, in the forest in Jedburgh, they are also entitled to legal representation. They can argue and say that their eviction from the forest was illegal, and they were not even given a chance to defend themselves in a court of law. So when you ask me whether Kubala kingdom is is any way treasonous, I would say that it is not treasonous. These are three individuals who have decided to separate themselves and to live in a kingdom, and they have not caused chaos. So when you say that they just sit around all day begging for food and money, that is not a valid reason. That is not valid grounds for them to be evicted. So when you ask me who is encroaching on private, who is infringing on somebody's life, in fact, this king of Kubala kingdom should sue the council of Jedburgh for infringing on his what? On his rights. They have published his life in Scottish newspapers, in newspapers, in British newspapers. They have discussed his life. They have published all the private affairs of his life. So which I think that is not really a way to deal with something. That is data infringement. And this king of Kubala, because I don't think, if you ask me, because they want to argue legally, let us argue legally. I want to see what the grounds for them to be evicted from the forest, because I've looked at all the grounds that what the mistake they have made. I don't think they have made any mistake. The only mistake they have made is just that they have gone against, the British culture. That is the only mistake they have made. But when you say that it's a kingdom formed in the United Kingdom, it is illegal, it's an illegal enterprise, I don't think it is an illegal enterprise. These are people who have decided to separate themselves and to live in a forest. Which part of the Constitution or which law have they broken? I want to know. And what harm have they done to the forest? They have not done any harm to the forest. In fact, nobody knew the forest in Jedburgh. I never knew it. I've just known it now because of some Africans who have decided to form a kingdom in the forest. Number 3, just because this young man, who is the founder of the Kubala kingdom, he has said that it is not a fantasy, but it is a prophecy. He's a prophet. If he claims that he's a prophet, then he should also be protected by the law. Are we together? He can argue, he can also go to court, and seek an injunction to stop the council from evicting him. Are we together? Because if you ask me, what wrong has he done? What wrong has he done? Then you realize he has not done anything wrong. This is just, sensationalism. Okay, has he stolen anything from anyone? No. Has he broken the penal code, the British penal code? No. Does he have a criminal record in the UK? No. The only thing that is giving them, the only thing that they're saying is that he failed in business, which is not a crime to fail in business. So these arguments that they're saying that the founder of Kubala Kingdom is a fraudster, or he should not live in Kubala, it is null and void, because I've looked at all those arguments and none of the arguments, is holding any water. Are we together? They just want to frustrate this young man. If he wants to have a time of his life in Kubala Kingdom with his 2 wives, let him really these are consenting adults who have decided to live with him. Are we together? These are consenting adults. This young woman who was lost from Texas, they're saying that she's being groomed, or this young man is using voodoo magic to make her lose her sense. That argument is not true, because if she felt that her rights were being threatened, she could have gone to the police and reported this founder of the Kubala kingdom. But there has been nothing that has been reported against this young man. So is this young man a criminal? No, he's not a criminal. So what wrong has he done? He does not deserve to be evicted from that forest. The only mistake he made is that he decided he did not want to live like the rest of us. Are we together? So if you say that Kubala Kingdom is an illegal enterprise, I don't think that is right. So the first question we should ask ourselves is Kubala, are they allowed to form a kingdom? So you mean that if you go to the UK, you're not allowed to form a kingdom? No, you can form a kingdom if you want. It is not against the law. If you form a kingdom that is different from, King Charles can have his kingdom, but forming another kingdom as an enterprise or as a business name is not illegal. So is it illegal? I was wondering, because why are they throwing him out? Because of frivolous reasons. Are we together? But if you ask me, I will say that this young man has not done anyone wrong. All these excuses by the council, by Jedburgh Council, they're just, fake news. Are we together? Welcome to the channel. And, I want you to contribute towards the topic. Do you think this young man deserves the treatment he's being treated? So if you ask me,